want to take the front bumper off because I want to fix up these seals here. I haven't ordered new ones, but I think I can just reseat them better on here and here. And also, I'm missing a front grille, so I want to give that a clean and get all the crap out of there and chuck in one of these, which I've got to put across the front, so put that on at the same time. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Let's see how we go. Okay, I'm going to start by removing the inner liner. Another video I saw started removing the lower bump first, but I'm going to do the liner first just because it's a bit easier. I think there's like 6 screws or whatever. I was going to do it by visual, so it looks like there's one there. There's one couple over there. There's a couple just across the top here. So I'm going to undo the obvious ones I can see and just see if it drops out. Never done it before. Let's see. Okay, it looks like underneath. That is the front of the car, whatever. It's underneath here. The liner's held on there as well, so I may as well take this off. Take off. 3 bolts along here. Could be more, could be less, depending on your car and what's been done to it. But 3 bolts under there. So just be careful when you're taking apart these little metal clips, which should be over the hole. Basically, you can it screws into the metal clip and not the plastic. That would sit up behind there, but it's obviously slid off slightly. But just make sure there you go. It should sit like that. Yeah, just make sure you don't lose them, or if you need them, buy them. This out here now. Give me a bit more space. Yeah, okay. I'll just get that out. So just pry this corner out here. It's gonna down. They're my little metal things. Make sure that they stay there. Might buy new ones. They're a bit rusty. There's the inside. Oh, there's my horn. There's my fan, which makes a bit of a noise actually. I'll have to give that a bit of a look at. This bottom section here, just looks like connected to the bumper. That doesn't actually come off, so I actually took a screw out here, which I'll put back in. I actually might clean it up before I put it back in, but that doesn't need to be apart. So I've got one. I meant to have 3 bolts there to undo. I've only got 2. Okay, so just take the indicators out. There's obviously no screws here. The only screw I can see is around the side here, so we'll start with that. See if it all just pulls out. Okay, after taking that screw out, I've just given it a bit of a push by the connector here, just to give it a wiggle. I'll just pull the wires off it. And she slides. Leaving this one here, which also has a screw there, so we'll get rid of that and see if I can just pull that one out as well. It just pivoted out with a bit of force, so it was in like that. I just sort of pulled it out, and then there's it's like a cord in here to disconnect, which I'll do now. Loose around that area, just along here. So I think I'm up to this stage here. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 of these off. Okay, hopefully I don't break anything, but those bolts, screws are out. That has popped out. I'm left with 1, 2 more screws to go, I think. Okay, so all the things, everything's detached that has to be detached. I think it's just now just pulling it off. there's these little lips here that I've seen in a different video that catch, I think, under the hood here, but I think you just sort of pull one corner out first and sort of not bend it, but you know, give it a play and it comes out. So I'm just going to do it. If it comes out really easy, fine. If it doesn't, then I'll report on it. But here's where I'm at. I've sort of pulled this one out here. It's a bit of damage there. Sorry. There, the paint. I haven't done that, so this may have been done before by someone not as experienced as myself. So here's it sort of coming out. I just sort of pried it, just sort of rolled it down a bit. I thought I went down and it just sort of popped. It's a bit malleable, so it sort of popped out. Don't know who did that, don't know if that's paint or not. Anyway, I'll continue on and gently keep pulling until I find I broke something, and I'll let you know. Yeah, I didn't sit on a blanket, but trust me, the bottom of it's not pretty, so just set it gently there and see if I can reuse them. Whoever put them on last time didn't do a very good job, I don't think, so it's not even aligned properly, so I'm going to resit them. Should do the job. I think they're in okay condition, so yeah. Okay, so I've got some for my grill to go in, my new grill. I've got some plastic clips here that have broken off. So there's one's broken off here, here by the looks of it, here by the looks of it. That's okay, that's okay. This one's loose. It's loose. Okay. I can't see any along there though. I assume there would be a flat thing sticking out there to hold it in, because there is one at this end that is partially broken, so I might try to do something there. But I'm going to take a mould of these with a bit of blue tack. Don't know what it is over in other countries, but blue tack here. And then I'm going to use some JB Weld plastic sort of bonding stuff and make up my own little ones. And oh, that's loose, pretty loose too, that one. I'll give that a bit of a spruce up. I thought there should be one there as well. See if I can make some, stick it on there, and hopefully I can get rid of this droopy, gappy bit here and make it look not like a sad face, but like a normal front of a 993. So here we go. So this stuff just comes in strips, and it's this kind of stuff you stick pictures and that on your wall with, just like a tack sort of thing. So I'm going to just fold that over, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to indent that under here and see if I can get a nice mould of it. And then I'll use two hands and I'll come back. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it might be enough just to get a rough copy of what I'm trying to do. We'll do one and see how it comes out. Yeah. Let's have a look on the underside what it actually meant to look like. Okay, so this JB Weld plastic bonder. Got a little mixing tray, just going to mix it up here. I'll come back. Okay, so I've given that so I've given it a good little mix around, mix the two together, and I'm just going to drop it in there and see what it looks like. Okay, had a bit of a guts ugly one, but we'll see how it turns out, and I've made a slightly neater one here, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I have welded on, it looks pretty guts, but I think it does the job. A couple of clips here. I've fixed that clip up there. I've strengthened these ones with some JB Weld just enough. I don't know if they're going to hold or not. I mean, they didn't hold in the first place, so if they break, I mean, if they switch off, so if they break off, so be it. So I missed one just there, one of those little dingos, but that's not really going to matter. So I'm going to try and insert this thing on. Where is it? Where to go? This going up, and see how it goes. I was originally trying to put in the wrong holes, but it goes in these top ones here, the top holes on the top. There's no option on the bottom, on the, well, top or bottom, depending on which way you got your car bumper facing. But I'm going to give it a go. It's quite warm here, which will help it sort of bend and be a bit malleable, not cold. So anyway, I'm going to try it and try not to break them and see how we go. I'll show you the end result if it works. All right, call me a dumbass, but these pokey bits on the side, I mean, now that I look at it, are quite obvious, go into the groove there. So these bangers go into along here, which, you know, in hindsight, bloody logical. But yeah, didn't think I've been trying to put it on back to front. So, all right. Okay, so far I got the easy ones on. So I've got these ones on here along here. It's getting close. They're pushed on. Got my little ones. That one, I don't think I missed one. That's my homemade little guide there. Another guide there. Homemade guide there. Big guts if it does the job. And I don't think I had one up there either, unless I've bent it back. I'm not sure, but it's looking pretty sweet. And now the tricky one. So these two end ones will be going pretty easy. And then I've got to do some pulling down and moulding to get these bottom ones on, and hopefully they don't snap. I mean, the word genius gets thrown around a bit loosely these days, but besides these ones not really clipping in, but sort of going, that one clipped in, I just stuck a bit on the end because it was broken halfway off. This one moulded pretty well and clipped. These originals clipped. Not sure about the guide here. I might try to get it out if it's in there, but it doesn't really matter. Clipped. So that is, if I roll this over, hopefully I don't have a droopy face. Well, curves a bit at the bottom, but I think that's the normal look, so that looks heaps better. I really feel like I've actually accomplished something on that. I lost a bit of paint off the bumper here when I was doing it, so I don't know what I'll do about that. If it's only plastic, and get resprayed one day. But the rest of it, looks better than what it did, that's for sure. Got my seals in around here, so let's set this puppy back on and see how it all plays out once it's back on the car. Okay, so I had to do it one-handed. The technique is, well, what I did was I got one side in first, so that side was in, this side was sticking out, and basically you grab it from here as you're putting it in, you bend it back, and then feed this side in, and it went in really, really easy actually once I got that down. So take your time and just give it a bit of a bend in the middle, and she should be right. Now I've got to line up these stupid clips that have moved for me, but anyway. Also around the front, you've got these little lips here you've got to go above. So just to keep that in mind on both sides. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention also, make sure you get your light cables out. There's one back there I've got to grab, just doesn't really matter. You can still get in there and get them if you had to. It's not too hard, but just, yeah, get them out. But I think I've pretty much seated that. Clips I can all see. This one's got to go in. I reckon that's going to, I'm really happy with the seal. It's not perfect, but it is a lot better than what it was. And once I screw that in properly like that, that sits pretty well for me. Drops in a bit under on the angle there, and is symmetrical on the other side. So to me, that's a win. So all right, I'm gonna start screwing some stuff back together. Woo! Just the finished version. So got it all back in. All looks pretty good. Good as I can see.